Everybody, I hope you're having yourselves a good day. It's kind of a crappy one here in Illinois. Overcast, rain, cloudy, and not a ray of sunshine anywhere. But hey, you know what? The bottom line is that we're all alive. Hopefully everyone's doing well, and that's got to suffice for something. What's even better is the fact that a lot of us around the country are still coming together. We're pulling together, standing in solidarity. There are thousands of us around the country that are standing together to vote no and pledging to vote no on this disastrous tentative agreement that Brian Renfro, our president, has brought us. And something that had caught my attention that I didn't notice last time when I was reading from the postal record is that the estimated Table 2 back pay for this tentative agreement was published. I'm telling you all right now, do not take the bait of this Table 2 estimated back pay. One of the main reasons is that you're going to get bumped into a higher tax bracket, which is going to happen one way or another, whether we get back pay or you work overtime, it doesn't matter. Yes, that back pay is nice, but it's also a deterring factor to take away from his failures in negotiating higher pay, better benefits, a uniform allowance program that benefits us and puts that burden on the Postal Service and makes them pay for the uniforms like they should have been paying for the entire time. There's no reason for any of us to have to be paying for that. That's something that I needed to get off my chest. Also, all of you need to remember when you're looking at the projected Table 2 salary increases over the length of the contract, your salary increases on Table 2 come at 46-week intervals. So the percentage increases that you're going to get over the length of the contract between May 20th of 23 through November 7th of 2026, those increases include the 3.9% that you would get over the length of the contract, plus your step increases at those 46-week intervals. Do not take the bait that Renfro is throwing out there and he's intentionally misrepresenting. He's thinking that the general membership of this union are a bunch of brainless idiots that are going to go out there and pound the damn ground and deliver mail like a bunch of lemmings that don't pay attention to anything. Renfro is counting on every last one of us to go ahead and just either throw the ballots away and count on the sympathizers that always go ahead and vote yes. He is counting on the lack of turnout. About 40 to 45% of us that actually vote. He's counting on those people to get this piece of shit tentative agreement pushed through. Let these people know in our offices, our installations, our delivery units, do not take the bait that he is throwing out there. Do not let the estimated Table 2 back pay you are reading in the November issue of the Postal Record be your only focal point. Because those, let's say if you're like me, they estimate that at step K you're going to get, and this is if you worked 40 hours a week, every single week, leading up until you actually get your back pay. I'm going to get $3,490. Okay, no problem. You add that on to my regular pay, which is approximately $2,800 before taxes. Okay, that's going to throw me into a higher tax bracket. It's going to throw every last one of you into a higher tax bracket. Okay, given that's going to happen no matter what. Every time you make more money, once you hit a certain threshold under IRS tax rules, don't ask me what they are because I'm not a freaking accountant. I don't pay attention to that crap, even though I know we should. It's going to freaking bump you down. So you just figure anywhere between 35 and 45% of your pay, up to 50% of your pay, just cut it in half and just say that's what you're going to get, just for argument's sake. Crap, I lost my train of thought. Just please don't fall for the bait, everyone. Let everybody know that there's far more that's at stake here. Oh, I'm going to get this money. I'm going to get this lump sum. No, we're not getting that 20% that accommodates for inflation. Yeah, we're going to get some COLAs, but the COLAs aren't at 100% at every single level. That's disparaging treatment based on seniority. That's how I look at it. I don't think any of us have been fairly represented at the bargaining table by Brian Renfro if we're not getting the same thing. I had somebody in the comments saying that what I am doing is I'm arguing for socialism. I'm not arguing for socialism. I'm arguing for financial accountability and for the Postal Service to be financially responsible with their decisions. And financial responsibility starts with their management being educated and doing the right thing, maintaining their integrity. That's how USPS starts making better choices. You start by having management that's going to maintain their integrity and their professionalism. You get rid of that toxicity in the work environment, dignity, respect. Why do you think the Joint Statement on Violence exists? It's to help get rid of that toxicity in the work environment. But anyway, let everybody know about this. Do not fall for that bait. This tentative agreement still puts the burden of inflation on our backs. It still puts that burden of paying for uniforms on our backs, anything over $490. And I'm going to appeal to your sense of reason, logic, and intelligence. How many pairs of shoes do you go through a year? How many pairs of shoes would that be? If you're a walker, I bet you at least three. 3 pairs of shoes, average cost, let's say 150. That's $450. You don't have to pay tax because you're using the uniform allowance. You got about $40 left a year, roughly. Now you're paying out of pocket because you need new pants. You need new shirts. You slip, you fall, something rips, something gets damaged, something that happens outside, something that happens during normal wear and tear. The Postal Service, under our collective bargaining agreement, they don't have to pay for that. Now, if something happens inside the office, and let's say that, a package inside the office breaks on you and it spills some kind of a liquid and it stains your shirt to the point where, hey, it doesn't look professional, it's stained, you can't get it out. Postal Service, you can go ahead and file a grievance and make the Postal Service pay for that. I know because I filed that grievance before. But anyway, that's about all I have for all of you today. Please be safe. Take your breaks. If you're here in the Midwest and you're dealing with the overcast, it's wet outside. Take care of yourselves and have yourselves a wonderful day.